do you choose them?
After the way in which the fourth season of The Last Kingdom ended, we now find ourselves awaiting Season 5 of this prestigious series, which has been confirmed to be the last season of the series. Uhtred still does not have the kingdom that his uncle Aelfric stole from him when he was just a boy, but he has moved up in life. What exactly will happen as The Last Kingdom ends? We needed to know and went out scouring the internet and came up with this video. We hope you enjoy it. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. The final season of The Last Kingdom has been confirmed. We know this is the last season of The Last Kingdom because it was confirmed by executive producer Nigel Merchant, who said, "We are really proud of The Last Kingdom, which continues to entertain audiences all over the world. We had such a tremendous response to the last season, so are thrilled to be bringing it back for the fifth and final season on Netflix. With such a loyal fan base, we're excited to give viewers a chance to follow Uhtred on the next stage of his epic quest where not everyone survives." Fan reception. As the final season was announced, fans reacted. As can be expected, fans are talking about the situation, including on Reddit. In a thread titled, "Season 5 is gonna be the last season of The Last Kingdom," fans didn't hold back their opinions. Many fans seem upset by the news. "WTF, no! Why does Netflix need to cancel all the good stuff but leave the bad stuff there?" a fan asked. Another fan admits it's disappointing, and it certainly is for many fans of the series. Well, that's disappointing. One, because it could have gone on for longer, and two, the main aspect of the story won't get fulfilled, a fan said. Many fans aren't happy with the news of Season 5 being the last of The Last Kingdom, and we can understand why, but not everyone agrees, which is to be expected. A reminder, what happened in The Last Kingdom up to now? As this great show ends, we took a look at the story it left us with. The year is 866, and the great heathen army's arrival in Britain is about to redefine the relationship between Vikings and Anglo-Saxons. Following establishment of Danish rule in Jorvik and East Anglia, the show largely focuses on the resistance of the Kingdom of Wessex to ongoing Viking incursions to southern England. The protagonist, named Osbert in childhood, is rebaptized as Uhtred after his elder brother Uhtred is killed by the Danes. His father, along with other Saxon noblemen of Northumbria, are also killed in battle against the Danes. Only his uncle and stepmother survive. Uhtred and a Saxon girl named Brida are taken as slaves by Earl Ragnar, now settled in Danish Northumbria, which becomes their adopted home. Time passes, and Ragnar's daughter Thera is about to be married, but fellow Danes attack the night before the wedding and set fire to the hall in which the family is sleeping. Ragnar is burned alive, and Thera taken as a slave. Only Uhtred and Brida escape, and they were away in the woods all night making charcoal. The attackers are led by Kjartan, a disgruntled Viking who had been banished by Ragnar from his lands years earlier for an offense committed by Kjartan's son Sven. Uhtred vows to avenge his adoptive father's death while simultaneously hoping to reclaim Bennenberg from his uncle, who seeks to kill Uhtred to keep Bennenberg for himself. Uhtred is forced to choose between the kingdom of his ancestors and the people who have raised him, and his loyalties are constantly tested. The first series roughly covers the events of Cornwell's novels, The Last Kingdom and The Pale Horseman, although they are condensed for the screen. The second series covers the happenings of Cornwell's novels, The Lords of the North and Sword Song. Series 3 is based on The Burning Land and Death of Kings, but with considerable plot changes. The third series' 10 episodes were produced solely by Netflix. One reviewer indicated that this had a positive effect. With it came a certain increase in production values, most notably during the epic end-of-episode clash in which the swing of every sword and thwack of every shield hit firmly home, but added that the blood and gore budget has also undergone a significant increase, thanks in large part to the arrival of the beautiful but psychotic Skade, Thea Sophia Loch Ness. Much of the series was written by Stephen Bouchard, and filming was completed in Hungary. These episodes cover the decline in King Alfred's health. According to one report, while he tries to ensure that his fiercely held vision of a Christian Saxon Wessex as part of a stable English nation will survive him as his legacy. The Uhtred-Alfred relationship is at the core of the story. All 10 episodes of Series 4 appeared on Netflix on 26 April 2020. As in Series 3, there are significant plot differences to the books. The story covers about 40 to 45 years by the end of Season 4. Season 1 covers the years 866 to 878, Season 2 from 878 to 886, Season 3 from 893 to 900, and Season 4 takes place about 901 to 912. Release date: The Last Kingdom Season 5. The Last Kingdom Season 4 aired on April 26, 2020 in its entirety on Netflix and consists of 10 episodes of roughly 1 hour each. Just a few months later, on July 7, 2020, Netflix announced that the series had been renewed for Season 5. Nigel Merchant, one of the executive producers of the show, was quoted as saying that they were thrilled to be doing Season 5 of the show after the tremendous response the previous season had received. Filming for Season 5 was scheduled to commence in November 2020. Fans will be delighted to learn that the production on the show is well underway. Despite the global health situation, the production team managed to begin filming on schedule since a major portion of the show is shot in Hungary, which is among the first film industries to welcome back international productions. In the past, the period between seasons of The Last Kingdom has been long and is expected to be equally long, if not longer, due to the strict precautions the cast and crew will be following. If everything goes accordingly and the filming wraps up in the second half of 2021, we can expect The Last Kingdom final season to release sometime in late 2021 or early 2022. Cast: The Last Kingdom Season 5. We can expect much of the regular cast to return for The Last Kingdom Season 5, including Alexander Dreymon as Uhtred, Arnis Fedorovicius as Sihtric, Millie Brady as Aethelflaed, Mark Rowley as Finan, and Emily Cox as Brida. They will be joined most likely by Eva Berthisel as Hild, Timothy Innes as Edward, Jeffrey Beck-Larson as Haston, Toby Regbo as Aethelred, James Northcote as Aldhelm, and many others who comprise the long cast of the show. One interesting factor affecting the cast list for the upcoming season will be a potential time jump, which might result in some of the characters, like Edward's sons, Aethelstan, Caspar Griffiths, and Aelfweard, Marcel Zost Halmy, being suitably changed to reflect proper continuity. Two major faces who might be missing from Season 5 are Ian Hart, whose character Father Becca is killed during Uhtred's attack on Bebbanburg, and Eliza Butterworth's Aelswith, who is poisoned in Season 4. Plot: The Last Kingdom Season 5. The Last Kingdom Season 4 ends in a precarious truce between the Danes and Saxons. After the Danes capture Winchester in the absence of King Edward, Uhtred strikes a deal with them to take him in exchange for King Edward's captured heirs. This does not sit well with Brida, who does not like her fellow Dane Sigtryggr making a deal with Uhtred. Like previous seasons, the upcoming season will also cover roughly 2 novels worth of story in its span. Season 5 will be based on books 9 and 10 of the Saxon stories, Warriors of the Storm, and The Flamebearer. According to sources, Uhtred will realize that his destiny is tied not just to the future of Bebbanburg, but to the future of England. This seems to suggest that we can expect the story to take place at an even grander scale than before. Many avenues await to be explored in Season 5 of The Last Kingdom, not the least of which is the story of Uhtred's children, who have begun to play a bigger role in his life. The battles with the Danes, who have by now lost a significant portion of their occupied lands to the Saxons, also promise to get more intense, as does Uhtred's need to reclaim Bebbanburg after his previous failed attempt. Now that we know that Season 5 is the final season of the show, we also know that the story has to conclude. Whatever happens in Season 5, we have a feeling that Uhtred will take back his kingdom, but in the end, his kingdom will be much larger. Who will be by his side when he becomes ruler over his kingdom will be interesting to see. Do you think the show is ending too soon? What do you think will happen in Season 5? Feel free to leave a comment. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care.